Good evening guys, welcome to another Friday night beer review. This week we have a bottle of beer from one of my favourite breweries. I think I say that every week, but legitimately these guys are one of my favourite. They seem to specialise in sour and wild fermented beers and make really good ones at that. Some of the most complex beers I've had are from these guys. However, this one is not wild or sour, it's a Saison. Originally from northern France. It was a farmhouse style, fed to the workers who worked at the farmhouse there. So this one is an ode to that old style of beer. Saisons were actually one of the first craft sort of beers I tried down at a beer festival down in Tasmania. And I don't know, it must have been like 6 years ago or something like that, which is crazy, and it was really weird. So for me at that time. So but really enjoy them now. They're really low in alcohol, quenching, spicy, very different to what I was used to at the time. So really keen to try this one. They describe it as being cloudy in appearance, a soft yeast-driven beer with tropical fruit tones, floral high notes, and a tart dry finish. Very refreshing. So sounds pretty much like a perfect descriptor of a Saison. If you've never had one, they're somewhat popular, and maybe not as popular at the moment. Everything's kind of dominated by NEIPAs and sours. I think they did go through a bit of a phase being more popular, along with wits and wheat beers and stuff. They've kind of died down. Hopefully it does come back, and I do encourage people to try it out because it is a great style. So give this a crack. So I didn't actually say, I said it was low alcohol. This one I believe is 3.8%. So low in alcohol, very sessionable. It's bottle conditioned, so there will be a bit of a yeast cake at the bottom. Ooh, was maybe a little bit generous on the pour. I might have to wait a second while I fix this up. So check out that pour, or that colour. Very light in colour, slightly cloudy, big fluffy white head from my less than perfect pour, but that happens. Straight off the bat, kind of get like a lemon note from the aroma. Kind of like maybe like a lemongrass, kind of grassy, yeah, like a lemongrass sort of note. And then like a soft bread kind of note underneath that. Smells great. Alright, cheers guys. Very dry, which is good, that's the style. And then the flavour kind of follows through with the aroma, like a slight lemon zestiness to it. Very high carbonation. And that's sort of the dominant sort of flavour. I wouldn't say it's overly spicy, maybe a little bit, but not really peppery that you can get. I've had in some sort of Saison or farmhouse sort of styles. Or even like Belgians can have like a peppery or phenolic note. And then this is a lot more kind of lemongrass. Exactly those sort of notes that they describe. Tropical fruit and floral. Maybe like a slight passion fruit. It is quite tart on the end. So I don't know. I have heard some saisons or even some brettes do produce a little bit of lactic, so that's slightly sour. Don't know how true that is, if that's actually a function of yeast, because like to my knowledge yeast don't really function, don't really metabolize that way. It's very much more a bacteria thing. Whether there's just in the yeast strain there's a symbiotic relationship with some like small amount of bacteria that creates that. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But those come out very tart. Really refreshing. Great on a summer's day. Sun by the pool. Yeah, very light. Fruits and lemon and kind of like somewhat like a white spritzy wine. Except with just like a light bread or like cracker sort of underneath. And there's like the malt character, not very pronounced at all. It's very yeast and, well, I guess yeast. It must be coming from yeast. Maybe hop driven. It doesn't describe anything about the hops. It wouldn't surprise me if there was like citra or something in this, but yeah, it seems to be very yeast driven, which is crazy. Creates that much fruit character from just yeast. Wow, it's a great beer, and it doesn't feel thin at all. It is very dry and tart. I wouldn't say mouth coating at all, but it doesn't taste watery, which can be a problem with lower ABV beers. So wow, that is a great beer. I don't think I've had a bad beer from it, to be honest. So definitely check it out. I got this at Dan's. It was a while ago, to be honest. But if it's still available, if you can order it online, check it out. Check out a new style that maybe you haven't with the saisons. There's French styles, something me and my dad, French and Belgian sort of styles, were really getting into. So I'll have to save some of that one for my dad as well. He loved the last one that I saved. So cheers guys, I'll put that there. Keep enjoying this. But I almost forgot, I need to tell you what we're going to be doing next week. So I've got Modus Operandi, their double bock for next week. They call it their winter lager, and I know it's well past winter, but still, I saw it and I haven't actually had a whole heap of bocks, so I was really keen to try it out. So I got this one special order online. So it's 7.6%, big malty lager I'm expecting. I haven't looked actually what the descriptors are, but from everything I know about box, it's German style lager. I'm looking for something big, malty, and delicious. So that'll be next week. Check it out. Thanks guys. See you next week.